This isn't a beggar prince that we're dealing with.
No. You are talking to beggar Prince Argonet. Merchant Prince Njede is the person he wants to steal from.
And
Sprinkle said
Prince
that
Fremen is trying to steal it too.
She's also
And
Fremen's
that's
also
who you
looking
work
for.
for?
Many merchant princes, thank you.
Yeah,
Who does? Wait, sorry.
Who does number 2 work
This is
for?
why.
Yeah, I was just going to say, who does Sprinkles work for?
Another merchant prince.
This is why it's just better to steal things or
Oh.
kill things. It's a lot more straightforward and binary.
hello, friends. It's D&D time. And we are Super Art Fantasy. And we still have our special guest, Jamie. Yay! And with that, let's get into it with Erin's diary.
Oh, okay. It's pretty nice and succinctly sweet this time. Dear diary.
40 minutes later.
So, the rumors about undead terrorizing the outskirts of Port Nyanzaru are no joke. I haven't checked the window lately, but I think they're still out there. We did our best against them and got a number of civilians to safety, but I can see why people are told to seek shelter immediately. If it weren't for the kindly Rajit who led us into this ziggurat stronghold of the beggar Prince Argonet, we'd probably be zombie food by now. Speaking of Rajit, he is letting us camp out in the space around his potter's abode on the 3rd floor of this ziggurat. Apparently there is some kind of caste system ruled by Prince Argonet here. And Rajit is doing fairly well for himself since the prince likes his work. However, he thinks he might be able to advance to a better tier of the caste if he were to introduce us to the prince and we were to work out some favorable dealings with him. Apparently, trading information might be valuable to both the prince and ourselves. And we owe Rajit big time for letting us in the ziggurat at all. So maybe we can look into meeting with him after a bit of rest. We'll see how we feel in the morning after a nice long rest. Sweet dreams, diary. XOXO.
I like how it's sweet dreams because you're not having a long rest. It is a short rest.
Oh, it's not a long rest? I wrote long rest in capital letters.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought
Did
that's what
I
we
say
agreed
long
upon.
rest?
Yeah, I thought that's what we agreed upon when we signed off last week.
Oh.
Dan, go to the video tape.
I definitely updated my sheet to have all hit points and got my channel divinity back and all that. Should I mark that?
All right. Well, then if everybody did it, we're gonna say that it happened.
Hooray!
You had a short rest.
Guess you just got 25 hit points back.
Yeah,
Woo! All my hit dice are back. Yee!
Oh wait, I should probably actually update my stuff to be.
No better time than live on the internet, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
let me check if I lost all the temporary HP. Man, I can't believe I waited so long to use Inspiring Smite. Inspiring Smite fucking rules.
Hey, DM, what's going on?
Hmm? Oh,
I was
well,
trying to turn the conversation back to the game, that's all.
gotcha. Let me take a sip of this water, and then we'll go on with it. So,
Glug, glug, glug.
all right. Hydration. You gotta drink a lot of water. All right, so you are in the ziggurat of the beggar Prince Argonet, and you have been saved by the sweet cinnamon roll, Rajit. And again, he showed you around the ziggurat. He gave you some food. He let you crash at his pad. I had it as just a short rest, but retcon
we can totally say that.
No, retcon long rest. You learned that Reggie wants to get married someday, and he wants to go up a tier to make himself. Did someone just ask me how it's spelled?
Maybe.
Aaron. I will tell you later. he wants to get married someday, and he wants to go up a tier to be more of a catch. And he sees you all as like a blessing that just happened to show up on his doorstep.
Same.
Oh boy. And so he's trying to get you to do a job for the prince, and it work out for everybody.
So what am I doing all this? Because I am separated,
Oh,
aren't I?
we will get to you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you worry.
Erin
Jamie,
forgot
you
to
are
include that
correct.
in her recap that I was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dan, you're dead.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
I will
bud.
include
Forgot to
it
tell you,
in the
you
recap
died.
because Aaron
I mean,
wasn't
I
there.
was watching the stream, so I knew, but it was not
Yes.
included in the recap.
So, to recap what Shinobi and Rave were doing, Shinobi saved 5 of the city citizens.
Denizens?
Yeah, and 1 priest of Tamora. They got within the gate right before they closed. The gates closed, effectively separating Shinobi from the rest of the group. And then during the second wave, Rave was like, pregnant woman,
Right.
and then bamfed her inside the city walls. But Rave could only take 1 person, so only 1 willing creature, bamf, on the walls. So we will get to what you are currently doing. Well, you're currently where you are in a little bit. So, Regit's gonna be like, I'm gonna go see if I can get the prince to see you. Just wait here. I trust you not to leave. And I'll be back soon. And so this is the point where you're doing your long rest and all that other stuff. And sometime later, Rajit comes back looking sheepish with 3 people who look like they're probably guards. And he's like, so Prince Argonet will see you. He's not exactly happy with how I heard that he was looking for a group to do a job for him. If you do well, he'll allow me to expand what I'm doing. But if you don't do well, I'll be sent down to the lowest level and have to work my way up again. So if you're ready, we can go meet him.
No pressure.
You ready to go? You're all healed up and good to do the thing?
Yep.
Yes.
Now we gotta go.
All right, so you're escorted up 1 more level. And this level seems to be solely for the beggar prince. There are no tents, no tiny houses, no stalls. But you're taken back past a number of rooms until you reach a large chamber. It's well lit, and there are plants in like standing pots, plants hanging from the ceiling. And then like in the far end of the room, on a settee under like a bower of like hanging plants, is a very lavishly dressed albino dwarf. He has white hair that's elaborate and beard, obviously, that's elaborately braided, pale skin that's heavily tattooed with like a rusty burnt orange brown ink. He has red eyes, kind of very intimidating to look at, and he beckons for the guards to bring you over. So you guys are brought over, and you're in front of this albino dwarf, and he goes, hello. As you're probably aware, I am the beggar prince Winnock Argonet. Rajit says you might be the people to do a job for me. However, I don't know who you are. I don't know exactly what you do. But you saved a bunch of people from those undead So you might actually be able to do this job for me. Anyway, you might be able to help me out. Rajit said you were looking for information. I have a lot of information, so maybe we could be beneficial to each other.
Well,
Are you interested?
I will let you know for the group here. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we do. However, when times get tough, we do what we do very well.
Yeah, what he said.
I think some of us know what we do. Are you holding your hand over my mouth?
It's not over your mouth. I'm just generally like,
Okay. Well, it seems that maybe one of you knows what you do. Are you
He doesn't.
interested in this job
I
or
read
no?
her diary
I mean,
every week, and she doesn't know what she's doing.
You can go. If you decide to not do this job, you can stay until the undead are cleared, but then you've got to go.
How long does that normally last? The waves of undead outside.
Oh, it depends. Sometimes till the next day, usually until the sun comes back out. But it could be a few hours.
Yeah, but what's going to happen to Rajit if we walk away?
He'll go back down to the lower caste. He'll have to move everything down, and he can work his way up. He's done it before. Once before.
But how long can that take?
Oh, years.
Right.
So what do you need?
Well, I've heard rumors that the merchant prince Amrio in Jede has acquired an old wizard's journal, and he's looking to have it translated. Apparently, it's supposed to be very valuable, and it might contain the location of one of the lost temples. It has to be an obscure language of some kind because he doesn't recognize it.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my next question. From what to what? Because there's a lot of us that are really good at talking in some stuff.
Oh, good. Well, I know that.
I'm gonna sharply elbow Dan. Does he have to take a damage roll?
Dan's not there.
I'm not there.
Oh. And I go to sharply elbow Dan, and then I see Dan's not there, and I go, "Aw."
From what he knows of Prince and Jedi, he knows a number of languages, but he's not like, I know all languages. So he knows a lot, but like not everything. And we'll say a lot's like, you know, you could count on one hand how many a lot is. And he also knows that, or he's heard rumors that beggar Prince Fremen, who's in the ziggurat right across the way, is also looking to steal it. And what he wants is for you all to steal it first.
So you're telling me we got ourselves an Ocean's
Don't count Dan.
5 situation.
Wait, why aren't we telling Dan? Because Dan,
He's
not here.
I heard don't tell Dan, and my brain
don't
was
count.
my brain leapt to like 1, Dan's not here. 2, do you think Dan's a narc? What about Dan's existence implies he would be a narc?
No,
We
I'm
have
doing
Aaron,
it.
He's a
right?
professor.
We already got one.
No.
Actually,
If anything, Erin's not the narc because she knows how to accurately impersonate a bomb.
I forgot about that. I'm so glad you reminded everybody.
Yeah, super accurate as I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh.
I
It was like I was using my
think
soundboard
about
again.
doing some of this with Dan separately. but I decided, that's a lot of work. So I didn't.
Which merchant prince has the journal?
Alibaba.
And Jete?
No,
Jedi,
Njete
yeah.
wants. Is it Njete?
Oh yeah,
And
spell all,
Jedi.
Fremen wants
spell all
it.
these names for us.
N'_Jede.
Sorry, what was the full name?
Njede is his Emrio Njede.
Okay.
Emerald the Jedi. Got it.
Amaria.
I was gonna say,
Maria.
Marty is asking that question. Do not respond to him earnestly.
And
With
then
mean-
the
D,
one that wants
Nicole.
to steal it is Fremen.
Oh, N_D apostrophe.
And
N
apostrophe.
apostrophe EDE.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. And Fremen, yes, Beggar Prince Fremen wants to steal it, but
Bigger Prince Fremulon.
Prince
Is-
Argonet wants you to
Arpanet.
steal it first.
Right.
The albino dwarf.
Yeah.
Yes. Winnock Argonet.
Wingnut. Got it.
Wingnut Arpanet.
Not you
Yes.
too.
Don't
Oh,
alter
no.
And you'll
I'm just
note,
trying to keep notes.
even though there's part of me that feels like Colleen may have set this up for some tasteless humor from your boy, I have not addressed two factors about this gentleman because I actually am polite. I just am bad with names. Thank you.
So all of these names that I'm coming up with are still either like that I've randomly pulled from other characters in this
Oh, yeah.
adventure, or that book of pirates.
I just want to address for both people playing and anyone watching at home, there are probably two things you expected me to call out about our new possible employer, and I have not called out either one of them, nor do I plan to.
What, that he's an albino dwarf with white hair and red eyes and a long
All
white
by me.
beard.
What
Let
did
him
you
live how he
say?
wants.
I'm so confused.
No, okay. Well,
Cool.
are you interested in said job?
Can we huddle for a minute?
Sure, go ahead.
Am I included in the huddle?
Yeah, definitely.
Like I'm just standing in the middle and you all huddle around me and I'm just like,
Come on, Danish dessert, let's do this.
I will. Yeah. If you have some questions, for reasons, I might be able to tell Jamie things because of reasons that Jamie would
Who's
know
Jamie?
them.
Who's Jamie?
Sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
Binkle.
Thank you.
Okay, go ahead. Huddle up.
All right, so it feels like a good way to kill time and possibly make money, and we've gotten really good at killing things and stealing things. So this feels like it's right within our wheelhouse, right?
Why? Why is this our wheelhouse?
Where have you been for the
Okay,
past
so
however long,
near as I
Aaron?
can tell, Aaron, we've been in this realm for like a year now, and it looked like we might be escaping it, but no, it turns out that not everyone here is conducive to our ability to escape this realm, so we're just stuck back in the realm again. That's neither here nor there. It looks like your options are steal things, kill things, get things stolen from you, or being killed. I'd say we're on the right side of history. Of a history that isn't ours, and we will probably never need to deal with again once we get out of it.
Marty, I gotta say, I really like this prequel to the colonization of Faerun, courtesy of Super Arcfight.
Courtesy of the one white male in our party right now.
What can I say? You go back in time, you fall into old ways.
Why are people watching Critical Role instead of us, huh?
It
It comes
it's
on
not
after
on
us.
right now.
It's a joke! This is not bound by the things of reality. I'm trying to give us a compliment, you fiend.
Okay. All right. So,
Who's
are you,
aggressive tonight?
So Sprinkle, are you from Port Nyanzaru?
oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, have you
I
been
came
living here
here.
long?
A little while.
Do you know much about the merchant prince
You could say so.
and Jedi? Are you secret
could say
lovers?
so. No.
All right, note to self.
You sounded
Erin's been
so.
in this realm too long. We got to get her laid.
No, I think she just wants she wants to write fandom about Faerun.
Yeah.
That just
Yeah,
sounded
or
so.
She's shipping strangers at this
Yeah.
point.
She's got her fanfic already. That's what her journal is.
Hey, you
Fanfic.
two look physically well put together. Let's go.
Like
Kiss.
she just said
Yes.
you can say so like that was you can say so like that was so meaningful. What? How do you know him? You're on mute. That was
Literally can't hear you.
I work for them, but don't tell anybody.
But does that mean that you don't want to do this?
I don't know. I'm conflicted. It's not my boss.
Okay, hang on. Does that mean we have an Ocean's 4 situation here?
I
She
didn't
knows-
know that
she
there was
knows too
any
much
more
already.
before 11.
There was at
Danny,
least
you're
an 8,
suggesting
but that was after
exterminate-
11, so that's weird.
Hey, actually, wait, does Spinkle magically have any context for what the hell we're talking about by nature of, like...
No,
Got it.
Sprinkle has no
Um,
idea about any of the oceans stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just
Look, all I'm
extremely
saying
confused
is-
about you guys keeping talking about the ocean. You guys are just suspicious as F to me.
All I'm saying is, I call Rusty. I want to stand around, eat food, and look cool. Thank you.
Man, it's been so long since I've watched an ocean movie that I feel like I'm friends with Faerun and don't know
That's
a goddamn
amazing.
what you're talking about.
Well, okay.
Y'all are real confusing. Do you want to help them or not?
Get used to it. We're very chaotic, and it's a wonderful thing you will learn to embrace.
I don't know about this.
Are you in for the job or not? Do we leave you here or do we go on with you? That is the dichotomy.
And
You
do
know,
you know any
like,
Chinese
I-
acrobats?
I do feel like we owe Rajit.
Yeah,
And
like
we
we
shouldn't
let us
send him-
in.
We shouldn't
I
send him.
am on the same side as Aaron. Aaron is speaking as I believe we should behave, but that is rarely the modus operandi that we go by.
Do
Use your words.
you think there's so sorry, Sprinkle, you work for Prince Injede?
No,
This beggar prince.
I work for. The,
Aaron.
So, Sprinkle, are you opposed to working with us because it would be a statement of aligning yourself with someone else? Because we're very good at keeping secrets by nature of killing everybody who could blab the secret.
like I'm not against working for you, but I am curious why he wants us to steal it. And why somebody else wants to steal it.
Shall we fuck around and find out? I have to say I'm very curious what's in the tome. I'm also just curious in general. I'm sorry, I can't do the voice. I've been teaching too much today. I
That's
can't do it.
okay.
That's okay.
I am just overall very curious, like, what the dialect is in the first place, and if it's an old wizard's tome, like, what kinds of information. I know Dan's supposed to be our motivated by curiosity, but this is a damn good mystery. I'm excited. I want in on this.
Can I pop
I
my
think we
head
should
out of
heist
the
it.
huddle
Yes.
and be like, Prince Argonet, if you manage to acquire the journal, would you use it for good purposes?
Oh, I just want it so that Prince Fremen doesn't have it. I think it's hilarious. He wants it so bad, and I just want to keep it from him.
Okay, I don't think that's a harmful purpose, and then I'll like
It's a very
duck back
funny
into
purpose. I think this is a purpose that Ray Royale would be very approving of, which is probably a good indicator I shouldn't be in support of it.
He'll go. There's more than that. Prince Fremen wants it so that he can gain monetary value and then somehow ascend to be a merchant prince, like he'd somehow find the money. I, however, hold no such aspirations. And I just want to, play a little joke, play a nice little prank, put him back in his place, and then I have it and he doesn't. But I don't need to. I don't need it.
Can I do an insight check?
Yeah, I was going to if you don't, so go for it.
Yeah, let's see.
Especially on the line of like, that's all I want it for.
He is, with a 19, he is absolutely telling the truth. He thinks this is hilarious. And he doesn't like, you can tell that he doesn't like Prince Fremen and is doing this to needle him.
All right, so I go back to the group. I'm like, hey, y'all, this is a practical jokester if I've ever seen one. He really just does not like this guy. We totally good.
Also, that could mean that if we get the book for him, he won't maybe even want to keep the book. And then maybe we can use the book. If it really does have a location of a lost temple, that might be where Manchun is.
I have to admit, I didn't think that far, but that's pretty cool. I was just thinking that if we think the book is cool, we just do whatever we want with it. And because, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he won't care as long as Prince Fremen doesn't.
Exactly.
Well, maybe we should get it first before we ask
Yeah,
him.
I will admit we've been putting the curtain for the horse.
Yeah. Okay.
We did the.
Aaron did.
That was
All right.
so cute.
Who
All
else
right,
did?
all hands in, and then break.
Wait. Wait, you know what we can do? You know what we can do? We can do the thing where we put our hands in, but it's a V, and we put them all together, and then it forms a star.
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Or we could just go break. And
I'm
then walk
sorry,
around.
we could put our hands all together, and if we used our two pointer fingers, spreading them out into the shape of a V, we could make a pentagram. Does that work better for you? Does that work better?
Yes.
I'm not great with touching hands.
Okay.
We're in the middle of a pandemic. Come on.
Well, actually,
This
Is
is
there
20 years
pandemic
into the
in
future
Shulk?
and a different plane of existence.
Yeah, I was like,
in this
Yeah.
timeline, we're in a different plane of existence, but also I probably still have PTSD from the global pandemic that went on for
That's
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 true.
plus
fair.
years.
Yeah, you remember that.
We're in the future.
Yeah, you're in the future.
yeah, we're in 2022.
I did not put it far enough in the future, apparently. But
Um,
We can
We'll
retcon and go
pretend.
even further.
yeah.
How far
Oh,
out you want to go?
I
We'll
will
just
say,
say
though,
instead
that-
of it being 2021, it's now like 2025. Let's go with
Sounds
that.
good.
Safe bet.
It seems
Maybe.
like reasonable.
Oh man.
But you're in Faerun. There's not currently a plague.
That we know.
Currently,
Yeah.
currently a plague in Faerun.
So we
Alright,
telling him
okay.
yes?
Hey.
Yes, let's do it.
Prince Argonaut, we're gonna do it for you.
Oh,
Cash is outside.
okay. Well, I have a map of the villa of Prince Njede, so we can go over that. He's gonna look at Rajit and go, I like these people. Yeah, you did good, Rajit. We'll talk about moving your place or expanding later. Thank you. And Rajit just was like, thank you. And like realizes he's been dismissed and is just like GTFOing to get back to his little stall. Like basically like please don't let this work out. because he's a sweet cinnamon roll of a human being who's just looking for love. All right. So he's got a map of the villa, and he's all about planning it. However, he is going to tell you that you have 48 hours. So as soon as the gates open, you have like 24 hours to break in.
That's plenty of time for us, anyways.
So,
Hey,
I'm
Marty,
going to-
you never fuck up picking locks on doors, right? That's a thing you're good at.
He's super good at it.
Call me the
All right.
master of lock picking.
So
Ooh.
this is the villa. I couldn't make it snap to the grid. I tried real hard, and that's why I sent it to Dan too. But I figured out how to put it in, just not for next week, or maybe later. I don't know. We'll have it work.
I got you.
Okay, so this is Prince and Jede's villa. There are 2 floors. Prince Argonet is pointing this out to you, what's going on here. There are 2 floors. The walls around... What happened?
He's trying to get it
Oh,
to the
okay.
grid.
So the walls surrounding it are 8 feet high, and they have like shards of colorful glass, shells, like sliced up bone, and like big carnivore teeth all around the top as a sort of beachy
Deterrent.
barbed wire kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 8 feet high. They're 2 feet wide and have the spiky bits on the top. The only other ways to get in, and we will show it later, is the front entrance. So either you climb in or you go through the front door. They do know that, or Prince Argonet knows that the Black Network is not hired to be guards at this particular villa. There are 4 gladiator guards that he gets from the Colosseum. So he employs 4 of the gladiators. And then it's rumored that he has dealings with the Harpers. And so that might be why he doesn't hire Black Network, because he's more of a Harper fan. What else can we tell you? And this can be told by Sprinkle or Prince Argonet, it's just information. He is the merchant prince that covers all magical items, magical lore, potions, scrolls, anything like that is what he handles. And let's see.
These all little
Yeah.
swimming pools.
Hmm?
These all little swimming pools.
It's a big map.
No, not necessarily.
Oh.
Oh, fish. You gotta move.
I just got really excited because I like to swim.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
these are not all swimming pools, unfortunately. As you know, since you've been here for a day or two, that there are a lot of bathhouses and things like that. The merchant princes are rich AF, and so they have like built-in baths. And then because this is like a jungle island, it rains frequently. they have a lot of, water irrigation type stuff. So let's say you asked what was like if they're all swimming pools, and Prince Argonet would say no, like here, that is a rain catcher.
I can't tell where you're pointing.
Oh, sorry.
I was really zoomed in.
Okay.
Zoom out. Yeah,
Okay,
right
I see
there.
it. Yep.
That is a rain catcher and it has a drain in it.
Interesting.
And then up here is another rain catcher. And this is just a fountain type deal. I guess you could swim in it if you wanted to.
And I will. Man, I will.
So, yeah, I decided, I think I finally figured out my map style. Limited color palette.
It's good.
I like it.
Thank you. And yes, so there will be, he has no wives or husbands. He does have consorts sometimes, so there may or may not be consorts in there. So some of the rooms may or may not be occupied. Again, you've got 4 gladiators who are the main guards. It seems like a very small amount of guards. There may be a couple of harpers in there, but there wouldn't be, more than maybe, 3 max. So for the size of the building, having, 5 or 6 or 5 or 7 guards or whatever is it's pretty light. So maybe he's overconfident that the rest of his deterrents, like the sharded wall, is gonna keep people out.
Oh no, this place is gonna be magic trapped to hell.
That's what I'm thinking, if that's what he specializes in.
There are all of these little orange dots are continual flame, like sconces, or like these ones here, and the ones in this room over here are like freestanding little pillars that have a continual flame in it. And that's
Which room is it on, the first floor or the second floor?
One in the second floor has the continual flame that's just like a little pillar, and then one on the second floor has them.
Okay.
But the rest of them, it's more like sconces that are keeping everything lit. There's plenty of greenery. Since this is a floor plan, you're not going to see that there's more than what there is drawn here. But yes, so that is what Prince Argonet knows. And now, while you think about that, and if Dan is ready, we can flip to him. We're good? Okay.
Yep.
So, oh no.
I just want to say this place gives me a real strong MTV Cribs vibe. That's where I'm at.
And here is my fridge filled with Capri Sun.
Yeah.
Y'all.
And this is where the magic happens.
This
All right,
is my box filled with money. I call it my delivery dollars.
Do you know they brought back MTV Cribs on Paramount Plus? I'm very excited to dig into it.
No, I need
It's
to
going to
look
be
into that.
absolute garbage television.
I need to watch
Okay. Well,
Hold on. Diego's screaming about something, so let me back.
okay. Well, that's fine, because we're going to start with Rave anyway. Just so that we
refill.
do it.
that. Uh-oh.
All right. You can go get water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying where Rave is.
Yeah.
We can cover that later. So anyway, Rave saved the pregnant woman who managed to, they got on the other side of the wall. The pregnant woman managed to get away from Rave in the crowd. However, as she was like, wandering around, like, well, I guess this is where I am right now, she smelled some, incense and followed her nose into a building with a beaded door. After she went in, a couple of urchins heard her say, huh, this is weird. And by the time the beads settled, the smell of incense was gone and no noise could be heard coming from inside. So, where Rave is? Now we switch to Dan. Shinobi managed to save 5 villagers and 1 priest. Everyone extremely thankful. However, you are very separated from your party. You don't know how they're doing, and you cannot go to the Weir's house because that is also outside the city gates. So where is Shinobi gonna go?
So I'm just at the gates right now.
Yeah, we'll switch back to this city view just so it's easier. Or I guess I should put you
On the big
here.
Anchorage, yeah.
No, should I put you in Port Nyanzaru so you actually see where you are? Yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna do a bunch of map jumping today. Woo! All right, so you are here.
Okay.
And you left everyone here. The Weir's is over here, but it is still outside of the gate structure. So you can't get over there because you'd have to then go out this gate. So where are you gonna go?
So how long, are the undead still outside? I know sort of meta, but they had a long rest. So how long is this lockdown going on?
It's until the undead leave. So, long rest being like 8 hours, it's even over evening, it's dark. Like you were not at night when this happened. Like
Right.
This happened later in the afternoon. So they were able to rest when they got in there. Oop, Nicole left.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose her because of internet?
Don't know.
Was she having
don't
internet
know.
issues?
We shall see. Lost her on roll 22. So maybe.
Maybe internet.
Oh. It looks like she rejoined Roll20, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, I see her now. Hopefully she'll have back on. So because
Type in, so
cool.
in Slack.
Because it's still ongoing, it might be, 12 hours or more before the undead kind of dissipate. So you're in here for a while.
Okay. Let's see, what would I do? I'm trying to think. I feel like my first instinct would be trying to figure out how to get back with the party. There's Nicole.
Looking so professional.
There she is. There's our special girl.
I'm back.
What happened?
Yeah, I would say that my instinct would be to try to find a way back to the party. So I would probably try to find a vantage point on the gate to see that they went inside that ziggurat.
Okay, so all right. So it's a bit of a stretch here. You'd have to talk the guards into letting you to get up on top of the gate. This is the very tippy top of the gate is got plants and stuff on it. This is a little tower in the gate that helps where they can like open and close the gate from. So you would have to talk your way up there and see if you could get up here to see the ziggurat. Is that all you want to just like look over?
I mean, yeah, with whatever is available to me. Like I said, my first instinct would be basically once I got people inside and realized the gates were closed, I would be wanting to try to get to a vantage point to check on them.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's say that so in when you first got through and the gate closed, you would then have been able to get up to the top of the gate. It might have taken a minute because you have been like, hey, my friends are still out there. And the guard's going to be like, tough shit. So what would be your most persuasive argument to let the guards get you up there?
I would basically be like, I just brought these 5 and this priest in. I want to see if there's more I can do. So I need to see what the situation is.
Cool. That's fine. So it might take you a couple minutes to get up there, but you're able to see that because it's only been, a few minutes, let's say you're able to see them sort of finish their fight with the second wave, and you see them go into the ziggurat.
Okay.
And then you see that there is still a ton of undead coming in.
Alright, so I would probably basically assume that they are safe in there, at least contained in there. I don't know if contained is the right word I don't use for, but they're holed up in there for the night. So I'd probably try to get some information, try to figure out. I know nothing about these ziggurats. I know that this thing was a temple, but I would probably just be talking to people, asking out for information, just kind of get the lay of the land and get what the culture and the customs are between the. Like we've been told about these merchant princes and the beggar princes, but I don't know much about the social structure here.
Sure. Would you want to in the vicinity of people? You save those priests of Tamora. You do have. I'll give you a little rundown again on like some of the places. So right here, this is the Grand Souk. This is like a huge shopping arcade. And trying to think of places that you would, have known when you went past. This is one of the open air markets. And then the bathhouses are over here, and that's where the Astral Mist is.
I think I would go to what you said. This was the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably go there, and like seeing as what the overarching mission for us here is, I would basically try to gather information about the jungles. Whether I would basically be asking around, try to find some explorers, adventurers. I know that there's a lot of dangers in the jungles, but
Sure.
And Molly warned us, but she wasn't too specific about what was there. So.
No, because she doesn't know. She wasn't specific because it was unknown horrors. She didn't want to find out. She wanted to GTFO, and she had the reason because you've now been beset by undead. All right,
I want to know what the horrors are.
Okay. Yes. Got it. Okay. So you could go through the Grand Souk, like sort of like it's a bunch of shops. So this is like a shopping arcade. And I can bring up So it's this, but like enclosed. So there's shops and stuff everywhere. Obviously, hella more populated than this, but like it's that kind of thing where it's like people just shopping around. There's like textile. Just trying to come up with the word textile there. Textile sellers, spice sellers, book sellers, shoe sellers, whatever you like can think of. No gem sellers or things of that nature, because that is in a completely different shopping area. But this is going to be more like your big shopping mall in the area. So let's say as you're wandering through, you can, there we go. You hear some people talking about the new mixture for insect repellent, that they came out with a longer lasting version of insect repellent. Like as you're passing, like you hear someone be like, oh, you know, that's really good. My cousin had a really bad reaction when we used the older version. I'm glad they've updated it, that kind of thing. And then you see like some sellers of some like mosquito net type structures, or that look essentially like Earth Prime mosquito nets.
Okay.
And you're like, well, we haven't had mosquito problems here, so and then there's it seems like like not maybe so much adventuring stores, but stores that have like that kind of gear. There's various like you see like pots of various smelling salves, and like equipment to hang tents up and things like that, and like hang hammocks. So you can get the sense that maybe there's a bug problem in the jungle.
Oh no.
Is there like a vendor or somebody at that stall that I can speak with?
Sure. Let me come up with a random NPC name for them, though.
Mal area.
Do you want silly or normal?
Silly.
Okay.
Chaos.
All right. So you come up to a stall that has like some more adventure-y type gear, and it's called Tobbits in the font of Talbots.
Okay.
And it is run by a halfling named Tobbit.
Tobbit.
Spelled like Hobbit, but with a T.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, his name is Tobbit Oakbarrel. And he is a purveyor of fine adventuring goods. What can I help you with today, sir?
So I'm not from around here. I come from Waterdeep, and based on just looking at your wares, it seems like I might be underprepared for what's beyond Port Nyanzaru. What can you tell me what's beyond the walls? Like I've just been told to kind of be aware of when the alarms go off to get inside the walls, but what's out there? What should I be prepared for?
Well, there's a lot. The undead is sad to say, a frequent occurrence. Usually when it gets pretty muggy and the clouds roll in, is usually a good preceder of undead. We do get attacked by what's the word I'm looking for? We get attacked by like lizard people on the regular. Lizard snake people on the regular.
Snakes?
But they're like a hit and run. Like they'll hit like some of the border areas and then go.
They're more about raiding than like confronting.
Yeah, they'll hit like the docks, and it'll be just like a quick smash and grab. And we haven't been able to find where they're staying in like the area, so they must be traveling a fair bit to get to us. But after like a few miles out from the actual city proper, from the wall, we don't know.
There's no settlements, anything
there are
past that?
plenty of adventurers. What did you say?
There's no settlements, anything past it?
There are a couple forts. There isn't a whole just so you can see. So you are here. This little star here is a fort that they know of. And there should be one more, but I don't see it for some reason.
Oh, up northeast of the Black Star.
Oh, yep, there it is. So this is the most active fort. They actually know where it is, etc. What is it called? I will tell you what the name of the fort is in a second, because I didn't make it up. It's a real fort. It's a place, I swear. It's totally real. And we'll cover it later. It's another fort.
Okay.
So there are two forts. One they don't really hear from, and that is more central in the jungle, and then one that they hear from regularly, but it is a military fort. It is not a city. It is just a fort.
So the one that's in the jungle, like it's populated. It's just we don't hear communication from them.
Oh, it's just a fort,
Oh, just...
and it's populated.
There's like no communication. There's no supply runs in any.
Not that he knows of.
Okay. What was the thing I was going to ask? With all these undead raids or like attacks, has there been no desire, no missions to try to figure out the source of the undead and stop these attacks?
When people go out into the jungle, they generally don't return. So we have a gate and alarms.
Okay. And are there any other ports anywhere else on the island?
I think down here, there is a small port somewhere down at the very base where it's more beachy, but there's no like settlements down there.
Okay.
It's more there's not anything that anyone would really want, so there's no need to be there. Does that make sense?
Yep. What kind of resources or things are in the jungle? Like, you know, what value does Port Nyanzaru have being here? Like, is it just trade with other areas, or is there natural resources and stuff to be?
They have a lot of fancy gems, spices, in terms of export. They have a lot of metal that is necessary. It's a huge there's a lot of like volcanic activity. So there's also lots of diamonds. And so there are areas where they've tried to go out and, you know, get some things, but the jungle does not like it. But yes, so they have a lot of gemstones, spices, art, tej, and there's a lot of magic. And then they are the major exporter of axe beaks to the southern part of Faerun. So they try to be very good about selling stuff like that.
And then if one were to, you know, go out and seek some adventure, is there a localized place where people gather? Are there any guides that kind of return? I know you said a lot of people don't return, but are there any people who might know information or know some wayfaring?
Oh yeah, you can find guides. There are plenty of people who, if paid the right amount, will take you out there.
Where would I find them?
So I don't know all of them, but I could give you the name of some. Let's see. I did actually name some, so that's helpful. There is a guide. Her name is Enid. She's not from around here, but she came here when she was young. And you can find her. Give me a second. Where did I put finding a guide? Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Enid. Enid hangs out near the Colosseum. She used to be with these fortune hunters, but they didn't come back. She is a dwarf. And yeah, she's someone that you could talk to. She's usually by the Colosseum. And then Aaron's gonna hate it. There's Boop Oda, who or I guess his name is Boop, B-O-O-P, Oda. He's a tabaxi. And there we go. That's what I was looking for.
This is like, I feel like there's a trend in these tabaxi names now that is very amusing to me.
Yeah, they all have fun names. And he can be found at the Midnight Mollusk Tavern. And he's regularly taking people out on tours. But Tobbit will tell you that you should make sure to only pay half up front if you want him to take you out. If you decide that Boop is your man. And then there is a man named Masilio who can be found. Where did I put him? He is a native to Chult, and he can be found. He's in the. Where am I? Where's the map? You're jumping around everywhere, friends. He can usually be found in the market here or near the Axebeak enclosures. And he is a native of Chult, and his family has grown up. He has grown up on the skirts of the city. So those are the ones that Tobbit knows of.
Okay. Sounds good. I will bid him adieu.
You're gonna say bye to Tobbit the Hobbit?
Say so long.
You're welcome, folks. All right, so what would you like to do as well?
Did we had places to rest at the bathhouse, didn't we? Isn't that like our?
Yeah,
like,
you could go back to the bathhouse.
I would probably at this point just kind of go back there and crash for the night.
Sure. Scoochy, scooch, 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 scooch. If Dan goes to the Astral Mists. Okay. Cadiz welcomes you, and he goes, good, you're not dead. Are your friends not with you?
Nope, but I'm hoping they're not dead either.
Oh. All right. Well, it's gonna be some time before they open those gates again. If you're worried, I can have Eddie post someone by the gate to let you know when they come back.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I trust in their ability and their well-being. It looked like I saw them get to safety, so I think it's just now a matter of waiting for their return.
All right. So Cadiz will make a note to tell Eddie McTusker to have a guard look out for your friends when they come back through the gate. Well, if you're, not doing anything right now, could maybe have you consult or work on another job while you wait.
What do you got in mind?
Well,
I want to know.
oh, you're very excited. So one of the beggar princes is putting together a crew to steal an ancient wizard's journal from one of the merchant princes. And they've been looking for someone who could, translate it, right? I think you strike me as someone who's good at that. So maybe I could potentially volunteer your name.
And what do I get out of this arrangement?
Part of the spoils.
Besides this journal, this diary, what kind of spoils were you talking about?
Oh, well, the beggar prince then pays money for the people who stole the thing.
Okay. Which beggar prince were you talking
about? Prince Fremen. I
said I know nothing about him.
You know nothing about him. I have one of his folks with me. She got caught on this side when the gates closed. But she's the one I was talking to about it. So I'll bring her, just chill out. I'll bring her as soon as she's ready.
Okay.
So you can just chill out, read a book in the area that's the staff area. And maybe 20 minutes later, Cadiz comes back with a very short, stocky, burly woman who's got tan skin and wild red hair. She has multiple scars on her face and arms. And you can tell that maybe she's been in a ton of knife fights. Or fought a bunch of sharp clawed beasties. But she's covered in scars. And Cadiz goes, Shinobi, please allow me to introduce you to Avita Nither. She has fought her way out of Executioner's Run 15 times. That is nearly the most anyone has. She's only been beat by Prince Fremen himself. Avita, this is Shinobi. He's part of a crew that recently got here from Waterdeep on the Storm Maiden's Revenge. And his crew got caught on the other side of the gate at the moment, but he says he's really good with languages, so he might be the person you're looking for. Evita's gonna give you a look once over and just be like, so you're one of Mad Molly's, huh? All right. We're gonna be hitting this villa in the next, probably next day. Just waiting for the gates to open up. How experienced are you with breaking and entering?
I mean, usually not a whole lot of breaking, but there's a lot of entering. I consider myself more subtle than breaking. We've got some teleportation spells, some misty steps, ways to circumvent that kind of thing.
All right. Well, we need someone with that kind of talent and the languages, so welcome to the crew. Aaron, are you all right?
I want to ask if it's okay. Because all right, I feel like I would do this. If we managed to do a long rest, I would probably prepare sending specifically so that I could check in with the rest of our party. But I won't ruin anything that you just set up. But in my head, I've been writing it out, and I wrote, safe in Ziggurat. Prince Argonaut has job we accepted. We'll send again when gates open. If you come across Fremen's team, please sabotage them. But that last part I wouldn't legitimately write because it wouldn't make any sense.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
Right.
So you could say something like, I will say you're fine in the ziggurat, see you when the gates come open, are doing a job for Prince Argonaut.
And I'll send the same thing to Rafe.
Yeah. So you know that they're doing a little side job to Shinobi, so it's no big deal.
Okay.
All right. So Shinobi is now working with Fremen's crew, and you all are working for Argonaut. I was like, I don't know what Dan's gonna do. So I have, if he goes to look for some books, if he goes and talks to random people, if he talks to the priest, if he goes to the Astral Mist. And I was like, cool, he went to the Astral Mist. This means that he can be in Fremen's group.
This is so complicated.
If I had more money, I probably would have looked for books.
That was why I was like, I should add some other things here because he's got no money.
Nope.
All right, so we're gonna switch back. You have agreed to take the job. You were provided with a map. You were told that there were, 6-7 guards in total. 4 of them, are gladiators. And we talked about the 8-foot-high wall, continuous flame. You are only a 5 stack. If you would like, Prince Argonaut can send someone else with you, so that you have a 6th person. If not, you guys can just go.
Sprinkle, do you think Rowdy would be any good at this?
Rowdy is not here.
Rowdy died, Aaron.
No, Rowdy
didn't
cleaned
die.
his sword off and her sword off and ran
No.
away.
I'm saying that Rowdy died and we're sticking to it. I want maximum sympathy from Aaron. Like, oh no.
Oh, well, Rowdy didn't die. Rowdy just went back to her job.
But that was the Griff. The Griff is... you people.
I will not have you besmirch Rowdy by saying she's dead. She's too badass to die.
Okay.
By scissoring them with just 2 knives.
Yeah, I will concede that.
But yes, if you would like someone else, he can send someone else with you. Yes? No? Maybe so? You can discuss?
Do we really need an escort?
I'm
So
muted.
what I want to know is like, what is the class breakdown here? Because I kind of have a feeling that Marty is like a thiefy boy,
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
Yes, you are correct.
Margaret's
a
Margaret's beefy
barbarian, a
boy.
paladin or
Peloton?
barbarian.
I'm a paladin, and I don't have anything I don't have much by ways of like toolkit skills of any kind. It's very combat and buffing in the middle of combat oriented. But
Okay.
I can cast enhance ability, which I guess that's something. But you're a bard, I'm not worried.
And then Aaron's a cleric,
Correct.
and then Nicole,
I'm a ranger.
a ranger. I feel like we should have somebody that has magical abilities that are greater than what we have on the team.
Well, we had 2 people with magical powers.
And
Yeah,
there we go.
like, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be super convenient?
Well, I mean, we're being offered an additional person.
Okay, let's figure out. Okay, but who are those additional people?
I mean, can't we just like interview them?
Are any of them
Oh.
robots?
I think
None
there's
of
a
them
step
are
provided.
robots.
Robot.
Are any of them a romanceable NPC?
None of them are robots, but
All of them.
Linnock Argonet says that he has a wizard that he trusts named Elpheus. So if you would like a magic user, you can take Elpheus with you.
Y'all better
I
not
think
like
that
him more than me.
I feel like that's a good investment.
We're slowly replacing Dan with Elpheus, of course.
Like Elpheus, can we call you Shinobi 2?
No,
No,
we're
we
calling
raised
it.
Dan.
We're calling
if you're
him
gonna take
Shinobi
Elpheus, I will describe him. He is just like imagine medieval goth, but like not in the hot Manchun way, like not in the like anime boyfriend way, in a kind of like a little greasy way, but not in a way that you're like, you seem evil, because as we all know, evil people are greasy. Snape, Wormtongue, like we know this, right?
We noticed.
We know this. He's just, he's got that Edgar Allan Poe thing going.
Oh,
You know
I
what I
like
mean?
it. I like it.
Yeah, let's go with that. He kind of has an Edgar Allan Poe vibe. He's not greasy, but he's definitely goth and big head.
His name is Elpheus.
Elpheus.
Okay.
Elphius. Elpheus.
I like it a lot better than the F spelling of it.
And he's a necromancer.
Yay!
We are inviting him with us. This is amazing. Although
Yeah,
technically-
I honestly I gotta say, just for some necromance, I'm okay with just being like, okay, goth Dan. We're fine with you filling a hole in our hearts for a moment.
I mean, Dan had a hair swoop phase.
Mm-hmm.
We do have pictorial evidence of that.
It's true. Photographic evidence exists of the hair swoop.
Which Dan made the mistake of sharing with the Discord, so now we theoretically have access to it at any time if we remember the search.
Also,
All right.
we're gonna go up to Elpheus and say, "Hi, Elpheus. Can we call you Dan?" Shinobi, we just call him Dan.
He's gonna say no. You can call him Elpheus. All right. So, would you guys like to plan your attack? We'll scoot you back here just to make life easier.
So I think we should go through the front entrance, all dressed up as concubines.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. I'm good with this. Aaron's not okay with this.
I'm in.
That's okay. Erin's a square. We can make her a slut even without Rave Royale nearby.
I'm in.
I mean, like, some of us should be the concubines, and some of us should sneak our way in.
concubine.
Oh, I'll do both
Yeah,
and both.
Yeah,
Mark is gonna be.
I don't know
wanna
what Final
point
Fantasy
out-
VII is, but you'll be Cloud.
I do want to point out that Marty does have a disguise kit and he is proficient.
Morty.
So you can be
Oh,
Cloud.
no.
Concubine.
I mean, like, I'm fine with that. Just put me in the back where I don't have to talk.
I also recognize I'm supposed to be very good at sneaking. However, concubine.
It's funnier this way. It's better.
It's more fun this way.
Alright.
Also, I think we with our particular skill set, which is to say 2 party members who have disadvantage on stealth, possibly Sprinkle possibly also has disadvantage on stealth, I don't know. But I think this is the way we can be more able to like do reconnaissance and learn things and navigate stuff without rolling like dog shit. Or if we roll like dog shit, we're not completely boned.
Y'all don't
Alright.
have the time for the ability I just shared in the chat.
Yeah.
But,
But he is proficient in disguise kit,
he
though,
is.
right?
He is.
Yeah.
But in the future,
Also, if
Marty, you can
anybody
create a
has any
personality
Yes.
where you are a concubine, and we could use it at will.
What do
You
you
can
mean?
Jason Bourne this,
personality?
but you're concubines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it hasn't been revealed in game, but I've already decided on my faux personality.
All right. So,
And if anybody has any other ideas, because I
will
only
say-
pitched one.
so I will say what Sprinkle does know, because this is what you would know, that Prince Njede likes smart concubines.
Uh-oh.
He likes clever and witty concubines.
Uh-oh.
So, and he goes both ways. So there's that.
You like
That's
stupid?
not that well. Can we, man, why did I make titanium a himbo?
Because it was the
Look,
right thing to
you
do.
You,
Titanium
what is
is a
what is the
himbo.
model's name? Dove Rain. Do people know who I'm talking about? Like the
No, I
the,
don't.
I'm looking it up.
the handsome model like named Dove Rain. And she's just
Now we're all
extremely
looking it up.
handsome.
Rain Dove?
Rain
Rain
Dove.
Dove. Yes. And she's just extremely
They.
just ambiguous but handsome.
They.
Thank you.
I'm only correcting because
Thank
like
you.
the Wikipedia article that pops up on
Thank you.
Google uses non-binary pronouns.
Thank you.
Yes.
Say,
Well-
that they disavow personal pronouns and ask people to choose whichever they feel apply. I honestly don't care. All I'm listening for that, for in that sound is positivity. So as long as you do not speak in disdain, at least with regards to the pronoun, because I may refer to this person with disdain for the fact that they are 6 foot 1 foot inch and that unfairly pretty.
So
I
I'm
think it's all
gonna say
good.
yes. If this person is like whip smart, Prince and Jedi would be like, here for it. So yes.
I was trying to encourage Titanium that handsome can be concubine.
But I'm not smart. This is the problem.
Somebody tell us some witty things to say that we
that I
can
could
memorize.
I'm reading like the smudged ink off my hand, like the scene from Mulan.
I wasn't
Okay,
really. I
so
wasn't
are
really
we
kidding.
still
though.
going with the concubine thing?
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Okay.
I'm going for it, no matter what. We're
Alright.
gonna be shitty concubines for this guy, but we're still gonna do it, right?
Are all of us going in as concubines, or any of us being
Do-
back up as like a stealth?
Do concubines have like
There could be
attendants?
stealthy concubines.
So what concubines is really like maybe not like the best
Sure.
word in terms of this as his status as a merchant prince, there are plenty of people who are just gonna be like, I'm gonna come get busy with him, you know.
Mhm.
So he's not like paying for them or anything like that. These are people who are like willing, what's the word? Consorts.
Mhm.
I see
Consorts.
what you mean.
So
Okay.
not concubines, but consorts. So he can be like, hey, I'm looking for some consorts tonight. And then consorts just show up. Because there are plenty of people who are willing and able.
I get it. Cool.
Eat.
So if you wanted to show up as possible consorts, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, like we come and knock in, see what happens. Titanium immediately beefs it by being a dum-dum, you know. Safe.
In the back.
This sucks for Margaret, who does like if you give me a role in any normal Dungeons and Dragons game where a character has to, you know, play up being the smart, sexy one, I'm like, yeah, as long as they don't actually have to kiss.
Remember, we do fade to black in my games.
Yeah.
What does Elpheus think of this plan?
Oh, that's a good question.
Elpheus, if I remember correctly, can
He cast the like illusion or
I was just looking to see he's got not anything great.
also does he know levitate?
No, he is a necromancer, unfortunately. This is the thing that you got. He does have mage hand, which is helpful.
Who weighs under 30 pounds? Me.
He does have one slot of Big B's hand. So you could use that. And he's got really nothing to help you in terms of that sneaking in style.
Okay.
You know, this was the magic user that we had. I'll say that let's just see he can cast invisibility on himself. I'm gonna take away one of his spells and replace it. So he can cast invisibility on himself. I think that's a level of a spell that he can cast.
Is he like
We'll
also
find out.
level 9?
Yes. We'll find it.
It's a level 4.
Invisibility is a second level spell.
Oh, then so he can cast invisibility. That's fine. And he can cast it. He could probably cast it on what, 2 people besides himself?
Each additional person is each level spell slot level is one more person.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So he could not cast it on all of you.
He wouldn't have to cast it on all of us with this plan. He'd only have to do it on a couple.
If anyone.
If we're all going in as concubine or
Consort.
it does,
Yeah.
it does not matter.
He can do that, but also you still have to make a plan as to how to get in. So I would like you to ruminate on that, like how to get him in if he's cast invisible, or if other people are cast invisible. Ruminate on that, and we're gonna jump to Dan.
Oh,
damn.
So Avita brings out a map, and she explains that there are, from what they have gathered at their intel, there are 6 or 7 guards. 4 of them are gladiators. The rest are Harper agents. The wall is 8 feet high, 2 feet wide, with intruder countermeasures on top. the villa has continuous flame spell on its little sconces. There are definitely going to be magical traps with the amount of guards that there are. And she's pretty sure they're going to run into some magical locks probably, just because it seems so underguarded. She tells you that the rest of the team has a thief, a swashbuckler, they've basically got a thief, long distance cover, muscle, fancy sword work, and check yourself before you wreck yourself, Evita.
They sound so cool.
She can heal, but also kill you. So,
hot.
so the other team members are Yuri Prospine, Gralatis Gallus, Nettle, Pegel Ock, and Evita.
All right.
So you, Evita is the leader of that group. So you are looking at this exact same layout. How would you plan going in?
So let's see.
So just so you know, you have a swashbuckler, a gladiator, a ranger, a cleric, a war cleric, and a wizard. Oh no. Yes. I don't know why I had a wizard.
Can you say that again? So swashbuckler.
Swashbuckler, the swashbuckler is Pagel, Pagel. The gladiator is Nettle. Then the ranger is Gralatis Gallus. Evita is a war cleric. I feel like I didn't put the right stat block in there, because I am missing the thief. I put wizard instead of thief in here.
Very different.
Yeah, all right, let me fix that and grab the right stat block. But yes, Yuri is a thief.
Okay.
So,
that's 5. Right?
Uh-huh. We'll get random of that. Okay, save. Okay, so you have your thief. Those are the building blocks you're working with.
So the walls that are 8 feet are the full exterior, right? The square.
So it's the walls are what is surrounding all the green areas.
Mm-hmm.
And then the actual building is this. So I tried to make it look slightly skinnier than the actual building. So anywhere around green is an 8-foot wall.
Okay.
This is the front entrance to the house.
Which one?
Down here at the bottom.
Okay. Where are there the guards? Are they set up on the exterior, or we just know that they're in there?
We know that they're in there. They do patrol, so they can be seen. This is also a door, so they can be seen periodically checking this little courtyard and then the back courtyard. This is an exit into the back courtyard. So they've been seen, but by people who know, they know that 4 gladiators of the Colosseum are hired by Prince and Jenny. Like that's a thing people know from people who work at the Colosseum. Like that's it's not a secret. what a secret is how many other people are there that are not those 4 gladiators.
And do we have an idea of where the book is?
So from what their intel has, they know since you're looking at the blueprints, this is Prince Njede's personal quarters, these 3 rooms together. So somewhere in these 3 rooms.
Which 3?
Sorry, over here. The one with the big circular bed. Second floor, so the one with the orange.
Yep.
Yeah, so the 3 rooms that are right here, those are his quarters only, so somewhere in there, they think. There's also a library on the 2nd floor back here. So that's where they suspect it could be.
Okay. And what's the surrounding area look like? Like, obviously, you draw on the map, but I mean, like, is this the only building? Is there, like, other buildings close by?
Bloop. We're going all around. So, come on. Up here, you can see this round structure, and then surrounding it are all these little square buildings.
Mm-hmm.
So each of these is a villa, and this one is Prince Njede's.
Okay.
So you can see that this back wall is a little bit thicker, but other than that, it's all 8 feet by 2 feet.
Okay. So I would probably suggest thief, ranger. I mean, I feel like we've got this landing and then this balcony up here. I feel like that's the most direct way in. So I almost feel like creating a diversion with the war cleric and the gladiator, and I guess maybe the swashbuckler, and then the thief, the ranger, and I try to infiltrate from that balcony. That would be my suggestion.
So you would go over the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. She doesn't think that's a problem. And they could definitely cause a ruckus. Evita is one for a show. All right. So.
That's such a serious way of getting in, and our dumbasses are like, we're gonna pretend like
you are locked in. You don't have
the front door.
Make
All right,
one dumb suggestion, y'all go, I love it.
That is indeed how it goes around here, Jamie. I don't know how you've been in Arc Fight for as long as you have and not realize that would translate to our D&D game, but...
All right, so we're going to hop back to you all. Have you decided how you're going to handle the consort thing as you've thought about it? Have you thought about it? Discuss.
Unfortunately, Titanium's only thought is, yes, let's just look sexy and walk in. And that's about the extent. I will take the corpse paint off, just for this. I will do traditional pretty things for this.
Well,
All right.
I want to suggest that we're consorts that have been delivered to Prince, I'm going to say it badly, Njede, from another merchant prince. So like it's like, hey, let me give you something. That's my pitch. Aaron?
I want to be an attendant to the consorts. I think that would add authenticity and also
that,
not and
like
make
a
it
chaperone.
yes, make it be so that I don't have to talk because I'm just their servant.
By the way, just because it'll change the way I look, I keep forgetting to mention this, but I can change what season I'm representing once per day. So I look like summertime right now.
Ooh, sexy beach anime episode look wisteria.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, we're gonna all go get some kakagori.
I'm also trying to prepare some spells that will hopefully help us once we're in the inside.
All right.
Let me see if there's anything Titanium can do in general. I doubt it. I could use command and point at one of you guys and just say sexify. I don't think that'd be a good use of a spell slot though.
Well, what I want to know is what Marty's consort name is going to be.
Peaches.
Marty, would you permit me to make my consort name Cream?
Yes.
Cream.
I'm Peaches. This is
I'm
Cream. We're two great tastes to taste great together.
All right.
The implication there, I think, is a bit much for my mind about.
But you know what? Colleen, the DM, says that's some pretty good wordplay.
Wait, is your name Cream or In Cream?
The thing I want to say is something Rave would say, but I'm embarrassed to say it, and also I'm worried if I say it on Twitch, we'll get in trouble.
Okay.
So don't
Put
say
it in our chat later.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you feel ready to go? I'm gonna say Aaron's face says no.
Oh man, I'm just like
Are
scared. All right, I'm good.
Scared?
you, Aaron? Scared of sex?
No, I'm scared that we're gonna get caught.
So, what you need to not remember, because you were not there when it was told, you do not know where his quarters are.
Yeah. We don't know where anything is inside except for just the layout.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, so Prince Argonet could not tell us where he thought the journal was inside.
Well, we never asked.
You never asked.
Okay.
So you can before you go.
I would.
Sure.
If there's opportunity to.
Yeah. He will say that he thinks it's in the prince's quarters, but he doesn't know which ones of these rooms it is.
So he lets us know it's the second floor
Yeah.
area.
He'll, all of the princes, their quarters are on the second floor. The first floor is for meeting with visitors, etc. All right, so Dan, do you feel ready to go? Okay, so we're gonna throw you all right in it. I want.
Great, it's gonna be fun.
And obviously, I put on my disguise kit too.
I want.
Use it on all of us.
Can I use it on more than one person?
All right. Yeah. No. Yes. No. I would like of the 5 of you, aka not Dan, to appoint a leader of your 5.
Got it.
Titanium volunteers, but I'm telling you guys, this is not a good idea. Both for meta reasons and for Titanium is Titanium.
It might not be what you think it is, but I just need a leader.
How about Sprinkles?
No, I'm talking about not Sprinkles. I mean of you 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marty, Margaret, one of you needs to be leader.
Okay.
Marty, are you pointing at you that you want to
He's
be
doing a
leader?
nose.
So he's doing the nodded nose.
No goes.
Got it. Okay, so Margaret is leader.
Yes.
Yeah. You know
I'm
what?
gonna
Yeah.
lead you all to ruin, but hey.
All
Stop
right.
saying things like that.
Let's do this. Margaret, roll a dex check, and Dan, roll a dex check.
So is this just a flat dex check or is it a save?
Check.
Cool.
Hey,
All right. All right. Well, Dan. We're gonna fast forward a bit. You all can disguise kit or do whatever to yourselves that you need to. You have time to do that. We will have descriptions later. The gates have reopened finally. It's the next day. The undead have all dissipated or been killed. And people have started going back to their lives and that kind of thing. And towards evening, you, Dan, meet up with the group. Oh, I'm sure. You meet up with the group that you are now with, being Yuri, Gralatis, Nettle, Pagel, and Avita. You get together and you are now outside of the building, staking it out, as it were. So you've decided that it's you, Yuri, and you wanted the thief, you, and the who to go in.
It was so hold on. It was a war cleric, a thief, a gladiator, a swashbuckler. Wasn't there a cleric also, or a
And
ranger?
you all go walking into a bar.
A
War
war
cleric.
cleric is Evita. A swashbuckler is Peggle.
Mm-hmm.
Nettle is the
gladiator. Yuri's a thief.
Yuri's a thief, and Gralatis is a ranger.
Right. Okay, I thought you. I maybe I'd heard you were two clerics. Okay. Yeah. So I was thinking, Gladys and Yuri go with me.
Okay. All right. So, have we got it to work on the thing? Is it
Aligned? Ish.
ish? Hey, you know what? Let's go with ish. We can do ish. All right. So, Dan, pull out your token, and I'm gonna go through all your tokens. We're gonna say this is one guy. Which guy did I pull? Sure. Okay. And then that one. There we go. All right. I think that's enough people. Okay, so you've got Evita, Nettle, and Pagel. Evita, Nettle, and Pagel doing fancy footwork out in the front, causing a ruckus. Correct? That's what you want?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you... I didn't need this one. You, Yuri, Gladys go where you would like them to go, And how are you getting in? Are they climbing?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're climbing or trying to affix a rope to something.
Okay, they can do that. Let's see. We'll do acrobatics for Yuri. Did it go?
Nope.
No. I thought he selected. It should have done it. All right, whatever. It's a +7, so we'll just roll it from here. All right, so Yuri makes it over fine. We'll do a dex check to make sure. Oh.
There it went.
All right, well, sure. He makes it over fine. I was going to roll a dex, so it's fine. He makes it over okay. And then, how weird. What are you? Athletics? So we'll do athletics for him. He's a +4. He makes it over fine, and
You want me
then
to do acrobatics?
if you're climbing over, acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
I will do acrobatics.
And his dex is +7. Right, you make it over okay. Now you need to roll a dex save. Right, well, both of them make it over fine. Now you need to roll dex. Okay, you also make it over fine. Nobody gets cut. You don't leave any trace. You're good to go. So
Okay.
you are all in this little courtyard. I just saw what Marty posted. That's why I left. I am here for Marty. I am here.
God bless Mr. Day.
Again, for those watching on Twitch and watching the VOD later, we have a Slack where we share things with each other during the show, and I shared my plan for my outfit. That's what we'll say.
All right.
You were very hard on it.
So Dan, you are on point because these are meat puppets.
All right. I would say let's try to get up to that balcony. So I'm assuming the balcony is like at least 10 feet up.
Yes.
What is it? Just wooden
It's
doors?
overhanging. So this balcony is overhanging this. So they're essentially right above this. So it's covering the door.
What does the door look like up there?
It's like a
like a standard kind of balcony door. Is it heavier?
Yeah, it's not fancy.
Do we have ropes?
Yes, you
Okay.
should all have ropes.
I'm gonna Misty step up there,
Okay.
and then, well, first I'm gonna Misty step up there. I'm gonna glance, kind of like cautiously. Are there glass panes or windows or anything on the door?
The door is glass. Yeah.
The door's glass. I'm gonna basically just kind of glance around to see if I see anybody up there.
Sure.
And-
You do not see anybody up there.
Okay.
You see the room is lit, and there is a big old bed in the middle.
Okay.
But you don't see anyone moving through.
Okay.
And you're putting the rope down for them?
Yeah, I'm gonna basically tie it to something on the balcony and then lower it down for them so it's easier for them to get up.
Okay. All right. Now we're gonna go to the concubine group. You now have a group of people fighting outside the villa. What are you going to do about it?
I think we should use it as an opportunity to ask to be escorted in, because fair maidens such as us have to be off the street when a brawl breaks out.
I put my axe, I like throw my axe into the bushes as I realize that's the grift.
All right. right, so yeah, there are a ton of bushes in front of here. So I'll say, if that's the case, you threw your axe right here. So
Great.
we'll put a little marker there somehow.
I'm realizing that the
Yeah, we're gonna
idea
use that.
I'm realizing the idea for like the sexy outfit I had is suddenly interrupted by the attuned cursed gauntlets I have. So I was like, bloody outfit, but I also have to have these, gauntlets on.
I'm just saying this is why you need to go with a plan where if it turns out you have, your poisoned blade and your flame blade somewhere in your body, it goes with the overall look.
You guys should have those like sleeves like in Mulan that just like completely
Oh,
go
no,
over the
I'm sorry,
arms.
Aaron. Titanium's fully titty out right now.
All right, so everyone, I'm using this Gade token to be your axe. It made the most sense. So your axe
That's
is
a delight,
hiding in
thank
a
you.
bush. I'm gonna say it's hidden well enough that no one's gonna randomly pick it up.
Yeah, it's also a cursed object. We could even like make up some bullshit that like, I cast a Pipes of Haunting spear spell with it. Maybe it just kind of creates a natural repellent from anybody who's not me to pick it up. Something cursed like that.
Wait, where I had another little guy out. Where'd it go?
Sorry, I think I cleared him out.
Oh, yeah, the little dress person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's his face? Yeah, I know it's not oh no, now we got you. That's fine. So here you have your very own Elpheus. So put your guys on the map. And I will.
How do I do this again?
Draw from your name, not from your icon in the journal area.
Right. Erin, what's up, girl?
Did I do that right? From the journal?
You go like right next to your name, like in the box area, and then you click.
Here it is.
Yep. Okay, so
we're all separated. Should we all be together? We're like
certainly we would have
it.
approached from the same direction.
I was just trying to.
I put myself with cream because peaches.
Yeah.
We are a set.
Right.
We do not separate.
So the guards are standing towards the front so that because there's a brawl going on.
And Elpheus is
there
invisible.
are two guards and they're watching this brawl. Is Sprinkle? What? Who's attempting to enter?
I want to say that I run up and I want to insist that they let us in. We're here for the prince, and there's a brawl. We can't be out here. We could be damaged.
All right, roll a persuasion. They're like, what? We didn't hear about any consorts coming tonight.
We're a gift. We're a gift from another merchant prince.
Which prince?
Oh, Rador,
Oh, did you hear that he was gonna do that?
Can I roll an intimidation roll and basically say, it's a surprise present. Do you want to ruin the surprise?
Oh, all right. I'm gonna say that Sprinkle, roll persuasion, but with advantage because you had help.
How do I roll with advantage?
I think we have our rolls naturally set to roll 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like your last one rolled twice, so you just picked the better of the two.
Yep.
which is real good.
Yeah.
How did it roll? How can you tell it rolled twice?
You
There's
see
two
how it says
numbers,
10
right?
and 28?
Yeah. When you're rolling with advantage, you pick the higher one. When you're rolling with disadvantage, you pick the lower one. Normally, we just pick the first one because we're just counting it as 2 rolls. We told D20, I mean roll 20 to take all of our rolls and to just automatically roll them with the 2 numbers so we can calculate advantage, disadvantage.
Do you want me to roll again, or?
Yep. Just roll
Alright.
again.
I mean,
All
either
right,
way.
so
Oh, yeah.
27 is very good. So he's going to be like, oh, man. Yeah, that would be bad. The other one is like, I didn't hear that was the thing, but I don't want to get on the bad side of Prince Rodor. And he's like, I mean, should we like actually let him in? Yes, let them in. So they will open the door to you and allow you to come in. And I'm going to place out the other guards that you will see since you are now inside the building.
Like, how far in should we go to, like, the trees?
Yes.
Like here?
Yes. We're
Still in Panview.
And so there are 2 guards there. There is one there.
Does Marty, do you want to come in?
Come
Brunhilde!
on, Peaches!
Peaches!
I grab you
right.
by one pigtail.
And then does Elphius?
Oh yeah, we haven't.
follow
At
discreetly?
what point do we actually describe our outfits? I guess.
Oh,
is-
Marty, we're getting there. Don't
Okay.
you worry.
Okay, look, I'm excited.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So we have 1, 2, 3, and I need the 4th one is. Okay, so the guards that you can see, there's 2 here. Oop. There's the 2 at the door who were called because of this brawl. And one is going to lead you in. One is going to stay by the front door. And there's another guard here at the foot of the staircase.
Okay.
The guard that brought you in is going to lead you here to this waiting room area. So go make yourself comfortable. And while you are making yourself comfortable, please explain what disguise you are in. And we're going to go with Marty first.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yes. So for my outfit, I decided to go back to the some of the deepest parts of my own memory, and I pulled out What's Opera Doc, one of the finest Looney Tunes of all time. And I'm going full Bugs Bunny as Brunhilde, complete with body armor and gorgeous eyeshadow. I'm very excited about this.
I'm so glad that was one of the things you had to like make sure was in your disguise kit. You're like, I wanted to do this since 1984.
Exactly.
All right,
In my
so
wheelhouse.
that's Peaches. Now let's go to Sprinkle. What is Sprinkle if there's a new persona or?
Well, a Sprinkle is presently Brenda, the consort. And she is wearing like a harem getup where it's like gauzy, see-through teal clothing with a mask draped over the face and little pointy curly shoes and a
We
little
already have a
gold
very
pendant.
unified aesthetic as
Yeah,
a
like,
group of
I
individuals.
drew a picture for fun, for funsies. So that's Brenda.
Classic.
Excellent. All right.
I tried to pick a really smart sounding name.
Yeah. I mean, we had already discussed that Brenda is the best,
Fantasy
fantasy
name.
name.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm-
Nicole, what is Wisteria wearing right now?
So luckily, everything in this world kind of looks like what she would normally wear, like when she's chilling with the gods and shit, because she like technically is like a goddess. So let's see. Oh no, that's not it. I was trying to find an example, but she'd probably be wearing a lot of like white and gold and something with two slits up the front of the dress and trying to look elegant, and has like one of those like crowns that have like the spiky like
Mm-hmm.
stars in it and lots of like kind of like goldish eye shimmer and all that. And
All right.
a name, huh?
Oh, I did that wrong.
I don't know. Someone give me a name. I did not think of one.
Who are you in relation to the consorts?
I'm a consort.
Oh, okay.
You're the only one who's not a consort.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm trying to. Then it's got
Nina. You're Nina.
I'm Nina.
All
Oh,
right.
no.
So we have Nina. And then Margaret, please describe your outfit.
Yeah, okay, so Titanium's like full we're going hard femme. Like normally Titanium's like full stone butch, and now we're going the complete opposite direction. So I have on a bustier that is barely holding everything in, like full Renaissance fair, spillage,
Cup runneth over.
nonsense. Yeah. Listen, I know what I got. Some useless straps, that are meant to make me look more naked than actually, clothed. And then like one of those long flowy skirts with what kind of like it's also everything is all black, nothing else. But then a long flowy skirt with a big old slit, and then of course the usual boots, stompy boots, and then I just have the gauntlets there too.
Like the sun and the moon.
Yeah.
All right.
And I have relented to taking off the corpse paint, and I have very nice, very dramatic eyeliner on now.
All right. Did Titanium, specifically Titanium, think to come up with a code name? Are you still being Cream?
Oh no, Titanium. Well, yes, Cream, but Titanium in her head is also kind of just like, yes, I am the Baroness, forgetting her teammate, the Baron, but fully just being like, yeah, I like the band Baroness. That sounds sexy. That's what sexy women sound like.
All right. So Baroness Cream.
I thought of a name,
Yeah.
Got a better name?
but because of like my whole background, I'm calling myself Hera.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So
I like it.
Handle that energy.
Good.
we've got Peaches, Baroness Cream, Brenda, Hera, and their attendant.
Red Aaron. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Ed Rarin. No.
Oh, I'll be Edna.
Oh, that's
Alright.
a cute name for an era. Oh no! What if your attendant name was Olivia?
Ooh, that's pretty good too. I'm happy to go with that.
Both
Alright.
of them would suit you really well, though. Edna is a fabulous name for a Red Aaron persona. That's just like the right vibes.
And,
All right, so Prince Argonet's not an idiot, so he gave you appropriate level servant clothes, so you don't look like you work in a kitchen. You look like you are an attendant of someone who is rich.
It's like we're still using the the disguises we used at the grounds. It's still like a little stable boy.
oh, man.
You
If we had rave, we'd probably still have maid outfits.
Yeah.
it's true.
But
But I feel like Margaret is channeling Chicken Lady in Disney's Robin Hood, but with less clothes, but all boob in the face.
I forget what she looks like. Hang on, I gotta look this up.
Oh, you gotta look. I don't remember her name, but I want to call her Henrietta.
Does that work?
That's a good chicken name.
Yeah, but she definitely she uses the boobs as a shield.
Oh, yeah. I'm still wearing less clothes than that. I'm doodling it right now for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's like less whole personage and more just like persona, and then like the Chulton equivalent of this
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah, you are the chaperone, essentially. Okay, so you are everyone is going to move into this waiting area. And then we are going to jump.
Lady
And I
Cluck.
brought this
Marty,
on
can you
myself.
move yourself?
Huh?
Marty, get into the room.
Oh, he always does this.
Lady
I'll move
Cluck.
you.
You're right by
wandering
Margaret.
around, just looking.
I'm right by
There you go.
Margaret.
Yeah,
Okay,
Margaret
so
moved too.
Yeah.
I'll move Margaret too. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. I was gonna say I saw her down there. So
Okay.
you don't
so
separate the peaches from the cream, people. Come
we're
on.
gonna jump up to the front. I'm going to say the where are they? The diversion has been kind of broken up, and they are moving over to the side of the building to attempt to climb in. And we're going to jump to Dan up here as they try to break in from the top.
All right. I'm gonna roll. Let's see. I don't have outright detect magic, but I'm gonna basically do an Arcana check to see if I can notice any protective sigils or traps or anything like that on the door itself.
Sure. But I think I'm gonna. Sure. Let do a perception check.
Okay.
And saying that that's what you were looking for.
Nope.
You don't see anything.
All right. I'm gonna try to open the door.
The door is locked.
Yuri, you got any lockpicking?
He does. Is Yuri's stat block. Go. Yuri.
Got the Robin Hood song stuck in my head now.
Come on.
Is anybody else hearing that
Okay.
cricket?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, it might be my
It's
end.
not a cricket. I think it's my fan.
No, I
Yeah.
definitely have a cricket near me in real
I was
life.
gonna say, I heard a cricket too, and I was sitting here going like, "Is there a cricket in the basement?"
Yeah, hang on 1 second.
So don't you remember last week?
I remember.
No,
I think it's your
Aaron,
ceiling
is-
fan.
Adam thought that there was a cricket in our kitchen just from watching this stream.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm
pretty
gonna
sure
mute
it's my
myself for a
ceiling fan.
couple seconds, and we're probably gonna be like, "Oh yeah, it's from Margaret."
Okay, so
No, I think it's Colleen's fan.
I think it's my fan. +7. No, Yuri does not make it to the door. He's going to say that he felt a little shock when he tried to get through the lock, and maybe that's the reason that he had such a low score.
Can I investigate the lock then to see if it's a physical mechanism that's
Sure, yeah.
see if it's basically trying to determine if it's mechanical or magical in nature. Goodness. What is happening on the roll? That's a +8.
You can't benefit from our power of friendship, Dan. That's what you get.
So, you peep through and it looks like a lock. You're not really you don't know a whole lot about locks at this very moment in time. You go, well, that looks like a lock.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Misty step inside,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to unlock the door from the inside.
Okay. So, move yourself in there. And I need to move this over here. And tools. Doop. Okay, so you make your way into the bedroom. And one, you need to make a dex save. Where am I? All right. Scrolling. Oh, you're fine. Okay, you get a feeling that had you maybe stepped closer to you misty step in, and you're about to step in front of the door, but you feel the crackle of electricity and maybe not.
From further in
and
the
you
room.
get the
From further in the room, from the door.
I will say that you did you intentionally misty step in right on the other side of the door?
Yes.
Oh. Well, you got bounced by an electric shock from a glyph on the floor. However, you are dexterous enough that you rolled out of the way in time. But there was definitely a thingy on the floor.
Okay.
And you could, let's say you could open the door now.
All right, I will open the door.
All right, so your compatriots join you. You are in a bedroom, and it is fancy. There is a big round bed, and you've got I know it looks like it's flattened on the floor, but it's actually a basin raised up that's attached to the wall that's filled with water, to freshen yourself up should you need to. There are 3 doors in this room. There's one here, come on, and here. And then there are little bushes and candles about, all continuous flame, and they're all sort of clustered in these 4 bits.
Okay.
So you can tell this is where the magic happens.
I'm gonna have Gladys go to the where is it? Someone else. This door, and basically have them kind of just keep watch for the time being. Not actually exit, but just stand by the door. And
Okay. Do you want him to peek or?
No, I want him to put the ear up to the door and perceive, but not actually open the door.
Okay. He says he can hear someone in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
But it sounds like they're just moving back and forth.
Right.
All right.
I want to move to this door and perceive, and I want Yuri to check the other door.
Okay. So we'll say he is Gladys, and then this is Yuri. Okay, so with a 16, and what is Yuri's. One sec. Yuri's perception is +3.
Mhm.
Yuri doesn't perceive shit. You, however, can tell that there's no one in the room beyond, and that the door is locked.
Okay. Yuri, I'm sure picking this
Mhm.
lock.
Sure.
Watch yourself.
Yuri is going to try and pick the lock. And what did I say it was? +7? Is that what I
Yes.
said? Yes, +7. Nope. Yuri does not pick the lock.
Mm.
Well, while Yuri's doing that, I want to perceive at the other door that Yuri heard nothing at.
Sure. All right. You can hear water in the other room, but it doesn't sound like there's anyone in there.
Is the door locked?
The door is locked.
Alright. I guess I'll have Yuri try to pick this lock.
Okay. We will have Yuri do that one. That's a +7. Yuri can pick this lock.
Oh, okay.
So this is the bathroom. You have found the bathroom. There is a submerged tub on the floor here, and there is another basin here, and then a little cabinet here that's like toiletries and stuff.
Okay. Alright. So now that we've kind of at least verified that apparently there's nobody in these 3 rooms, I want to do an investigation check of this main room.
Okay.
Basically looking for, for the journal specifically, but just any sort of indication of maybe a hidden storage or where anything precious might be kept.
Sure. Nope. This room seems like it is for one thing only: sleeping and fucking.
That's
That is what this room is used for. It is definitely the main room for him in that sense. You get the feeling that like the only sort of comforts in here is a bed, and that maybe he doesn't spend a whole lot of time in this room.
Alright. Does the lock on the upper room, does it look like is it just a key? Is it a magical lock or what?
Where's the little thing that says? Mm-hmm. Do. I'm just looking to see if you can tell. Yes. You don't have detect magic or anything like that, right?
Nope.
Okay. You maybe guess that this is probably a magical lock, but you're not 100% sure.
Okay. Whoopsies. That was the wrong button. I can't use that on this. That won't work on this now. That's a.
Yeah, I was like.
I was trying to read it and I cast it by accident. Alright.
There are ways to get around it, but because you don't have detect magic, I can't tell you what they are.
Let's see.
All right. While you think about that, have a little thought. We're gonna jump back to these guys. The guard is going to walk off while you are waiting. I'm not gonna drag him the whole way. And you see him pass this sort of area here. Like you see him walk through. And he comes back a little while later saying that Prince Njede is very thankful to Prince Roder, like he enjoys a gift. And he would like two of you to join him in his sauna.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have heat resistance. This is great for me.
Okay, so
Not that hot. It's
titanium,
not fire.
You can't separate
titanium
the
and
peaches
wisteria.
from the cream.
Is that what you were you raising your hand as a question or to go?
I was raising my hand to go, but it's not
Denied.
Is Marty going to the sauna?
I'm just saying you can't separate the peaches from the cream.
All right. So peaches from the cream is not being separated.
Yeah.
You both are going to the sauna.
Let's go.
So I'm going to move you guys to where the sauna is.
Pew!
And then I'm going to see if I can find a nice looking... No, old man doesn't make sense. He's not an old dude.
Is he an attractive dude? Is this the Edgar Allan Poe guy? No.
No.
No,
This is
It was our wizard.
Oh,
That's
right,
Elpheus.
That's right. That's Elpheus. There you go. What's this
we'll
guy
say
look like?
he's like he's probably in his 40s, attractive dude. Definitely not an ogre, not a guard. I don't know if Dan has something up his sleeve that works. Not a pirate.
Probably not.
Okay, well, we're going to make it.
He's
remember
finding
the
random
actor's
pictures
name.
on the
I'm
internet
just-
of handsome
I
man
just
number
want
one.
to. I just want to be Poe from.
All right, we're just gonna make it the whole other. Yeah, there we go. We'll say that's him. It's not him. We're just gonna call it him. So this is his sauna. It's very fancy. He is like sprawled out on one of these benches. And you can see that it's got a little clever design where the coals are up here and it's surrounded by water, which is causing the steam. So he doesn't have to get up and pour water on the rocks and coals or whatever to cause it. The light is diffuse because of the continual flame. And, you know, it's very warm in there.
Now, Colleen, before I totally derail your storytelling here, taking a look at a time check, would it be appropriate to have this be the cliffhanger that we pick up on next?
Yes. Yes, Marty, it would. All right, so they are in this nice, hot and heavy sauna with Prince Njede, while Dan and his compatriots are also simultaneously attempting to steal the same tome. So join us next week. We'll see what happens. I mean,
It'll be fun.
will they clash? Will they join? Will they even see each other?
Yeah.
How long can this charade continue?
Forever. This is our new personalities. We're never changing this.
Yeah,
Will
look forward
peaches
to-
and cream get separated? These are the burning questions that all of you will need to join us for next week.
I'm
look
picturing the
forward-
Seinfeld scene where they have like the Bizarro, Kramer, George, and Elaine.
Oh
Like-
my god.
All right, friends, that's it for this week. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.